Today I'll be sharing with you my author and my book presentation. I've collaborated with first grade teachers here at my school, and we've decided to do Kevin Hinks because we always do a unit at the beginning of school with his books. So my book today is going to be Chrysanthemum, and I'm going to be talking about Kevin Hinks. Okay, so my author is Kevin Hinks, and this is the book Chrysanthemum. Just an interesting fact that I wanted to share with you about Kevin Hinks. This is his picture. I don't know how well you can see it. Something that stuck out to me while I was researching this was that his illustrations always come, his words come before his illustrations, and then the illustrations come into the books. He illustrates children's picture books. He was inspired early on by exhibits at his local art museum, and it wasn't until high school that he developed his love for the art of children's books. And in college, he had his first shot at publishing a children's book, and that was All Alone in 1981. So Kevin Hinks is an author and an illustrator. In 1986, this is a bit more of the interesting information. That once again, that's Kevin Hinks up there. Kevin Hinks' picture book profile grew bigger. Thanks to one of his books, A Weekend with Wendell. That's one of our favorite books that we always do in first grade. He had 13 books that featured his character, the mouse, that included different award books that were awarded for Caldecott Honor Books, and that was Owen. But the most famous of them was Lily's Plastic Purse. With the release of that book in 1996, Kevin Hinks gave the world of children's literature a memorable new addition to its roster of cherished characters. And then he did Lily's Big Day after that, and then that's when he was well known for children's literature after that. And these are just a few of his books: Lily's Big Day, Chrysanthemum, Owen, When Burly Worry, and Lily's Plastic Purse. These are all part of the unit that we do in first grade at the beginning of first grade. So once again, I've collaborated with the first grade teachers that way we can have this to share with the kids at the beginning of the year. And then I have a word from the author, but I'm going to show you that at the end. This is his illustrations. These are all illustrations from the book Chrysanthemum that I'm going to share with you today. Actually, these are just the illustrations from him. These are the illustrations from his books, and you can see that all of his illustrations are kind of similar. I love his drawings and his work. The book again that I'm sharing, that I'm doing this presentation about, is Chrysanthemum, and it's by Kevin Hinks. It's written and illustrated by Kevin Hinks. And the book, what it's about is Chrysanthemum was a mouse. She was a perfect baby girl, and she had a perfect name, Chrysanthemum. When she was old enough to appreciate it, she loved her name, but it took a long while to get there. She started school, and she hated her name because her friends made fun of her because she was named after a flower. And it actually helps the kids to understand and deal with peer pressure at school, or just different things that go on at school. And basically one day when she started school, there was a little girl named Victoria that made fun of her because she was named after a flower. So anyway, it ended up she got their music teacher. She was also named after a flower, Mrs. Twinkle. She was named after a flower, and all the kids found that out, and they loved Chrysanthemum's name. They all wanted to be named Flower. So it's a very good story. And these are some more illustrations. I'll try to make them larger so you can see. They're illustrations from the story. This is her mother and father. They always told her she was perfect just the way she was, and they've chosen her name just for her. And this is her again. This is Chrysanthemum, Chrysanthemum. And it shows right here that as Chrysanthemum grew older, and the older she got, the more she appreciated her name. Chrysanthemum actually has received some awards. The book has. It's known for the Alabama Libraries Association Notable Children's Book Award and the Horn Book Fair Fanfare Book Award, and then it won a Children's Trade Book of Language Arts. I've also included some more information on the author that the teachers could elaborate on when presenting the information for them to include. And the resources are listed here as well. And again, the book is Chrysanthemum, Kevin Hinks, and I want to show you this real quick video of Kevin Hinks.
first mouse book I did was a week I believe collecting. I used animals because I thought I could better tap the ego of the pets. Lily pushed the gears in Chester's way. She's such a contrast to Chester and Wilson. And I like coming back to her. She lends herself to story. Lily's purple plastic purse is a great example of how a writer can see something in his or her mind and it then ends up in the book. I was waiting for a plane, and in my waiting area there was a man and his daughter who was about 6 years old. The girl had a purse with her that made music when she opened it up. She was driving her father absolutely crazy with the purse, which I found completely amusing because I was not a parent then. But it was one of those moments where the light bulb went off above my head, and I had a notebook with me and then began working on what became Lily's purple plastic purse. When I do the finished art for a book like Lily's Big Day, I do the pencil sketches, I do the fine pencil sketches, then I do a black line drawing for every piece of art in the book. After that, I have to figure out what colors I'm going to paint in. These are a couple of sketches where I was trying to figure out the colors of an interesting wedding garb. What color Lily's dress would be, and what color Ginger's dress would be. And I wrote yes. With a picture book, I have words, but I also have images. With a novel, all I have are words. But I love creating the scenes using shadow and light and color, all those things that I would do in painting for the paint I'm doing with words. The character usually comes to me first, but I think about that character a long time before I put pen to paper. I often will just write about the character. I'll write what color hair they have. I'll try to come up with a name for them. I'll figure out their family situation. And I really like to have a clear vision in my head of that character before I begin. When I write a book like Olive's Ocean, I write in spiral notebooks with a pen. I often find just what's in the pocket. Sticky notes, postcards, images, any.
Okay, I'm going to stop that right there because it's hard for you to see and maybe hear the video. But that video is from Kevin Hinks, and it's just a little word from him. And that concludes my book video. I hope you've enjoyed it, and thank